That always gets me. Before we dive into the heart of tonight's celebration, I want to extend a special welcome and express our sincere gratitude to the leaders who champion our mission every day. We are incredibly honored to have with us our esteemed PCC administrators, Edgar Soto, Vice President of the Desert Vista Campus. In the audience with us today, Amanda Avens, Assistant Vice Chancellor of Workforce Development. Thank you for being here. And Dr. Jeff Pease, Vice Provost for Academic Operations. Thank you so much for joining us. We also want to recognize the dedicated members of our Board of Directors. From Pima Community College, Vice Chair Carla Bernal Morales. And from the Santa Cruz Provisional Community College District, Dr. Marcelino Barona, Dr. Angela Meixel, Dr. Carrie Pottinger, Dina Sanchez, and Dr. Melissa Lunderville. To our inspiring faculty and tireless staff, your commitment and unwavering support have been the bedrock of our student success. Thank you all for your leadership and for being here to celebrate with us tonight. Thank you. Graduates, we are so immensely proud of each and every one of you. You are the ultimate testament to the power of perseverance and a true inspiration to us all. As we celebrate your success tonight, know this: you are not just graduates, you're pioneers, leaders, and role models. You embody the strength, the spirit, and the vibrant culture of your community. So let's hear it for our incredible class of 2026. Thank you so much. It's now my absolute pleasure to welcome our next speaker. She is our first ever full-time faculty member. She's also the Honors and PTK Program Coordinator, mentoring our first honors cohort. She came to our center with an incredible sense of commitment to our students, and she works tirelessly to engage those students and support them in their educational journey. Please help me welcome to the stage Kimberly Martinson.
Thank you for that introduction, Maria Cruz. Well, like she said, my name is Kimberly Martinson, and I have the pleasure of joining the Santa Cruz Center as Pima's first full-time faculty member in August. So thank you for inviting me to share in this milestone with our graduating class this year. I was able to come to this event last year, and I could tell from the warmth and the attention paid to all of the details for the graduates that this was going to be a great place to be. So a little bit about my background. I teach writing. When I first started this career, it was cutting edge to teach in a computer-mediated classroom, which was a computer lab. A lot has changed, and a lot will probably continue to change. And so I wanted to speak to that a little, focusing on AI as the current change. So graduates, you and your families are here because you have a new credential, a new opportunity, and you are stepping into an AI-powered future. I'd like to encourage you to do two things that sound like AI but are very human: to be agentic and to stay grounded. So the word agentic has the root word of agency, which means the power to make decisions. Here's an actual definition of an agentic person: one focused on their own goals and acting independently to set and achieve them, as opposed to seeking or accepting direction, serving the goals of others, etc. We can and should lead our own lives with purpose and vision. We gain insight and decision-making skill as we study and learn, and we gain credentials that allow us to step into new opportunities and flourish. You are more agentic now because of the work you have put in at Pima. This generation, your generation, graduates, also has the opportunity to harness superpowers of technology that seemed fictional to me as a college student. But AI can't, won't, and shouldn't do it alone. For real practical problems, the truth is that the world needs you. Your preparation, dedication, and your intentional, focused efforts. More than anything, your unique perspective. I'd therefore like to bring up another term, my second term related to AI, and more importantly to your life and education, and that's the term grounded. So when we talk about grounded AI, we mean where we give AI a specific data set or trusted sources on which to base decisions. It's similar with people. We call a person grounded who makes decisions based on their active learning and real experience, rather than something they passively absorbed through TikTok. These are the people who are able to confidently evaluate new things. I'd like to suggest that you have a unique and vital agency and groundedness from having spent time in Santa Cruz County. Half of my students cross the border every day to come to school. Sometimes there's a long line, so they are late. Sometimes it's more complicated than that. One student let me know that coming to school each day for her meant a walk to the bus stop, a bus ride to the border line, and then a taxi ride from the border to school. Most of my students are first-generation college students. Many are working jobs, some are raising children. That's a lot of reality. So graduates, what I would urge you today is to remain grounded in that reality, in your reality, to be aware of the needs and opportunities around you, to be agentic in applying your skill and passion where the world needs it most. When you have a goal, AI will serve you well. But without a goal, the fancy tools are useless. It reminds me of a beloved passage from scripture that says, and I paraphrase, "If I speak every language and understand all knowledge but don't have love, I am nothing." That's AI without you. So here's my final statement on what changes and what lasts. Information gets outdated, tools come and go, but faith, hope, and love remain. These things, graduates, along with the skills and wisdom you've gained during your time at Pima and the Santa Cruz Center, will, I believe, keep you grounded and effective in the world no matter what changes. Thank you.
We are so fortunate to have Kimberly at our center. Our next speaker, she's a student here. Narda is a first-generation graduate, and she has persevered in her personal and educational goals despite the many life challenges that she has faced, all the while maintaining a high GPA. That's very honorable and hard. Please welcome Narda Cristina Espinosa Córdoba.
Buenas tardes a todos, autoridades, maestros y familias, amigos, compañeros y graduados. Antes de comenzar mi discurso, quiero tomar un momento para recordar a una compañera que también formó parte de este camino y que lamentablemente ya no pudo estar hoy con nosotros, Abigail Calderón. Aunque hoy celebramos este logro, también llevamos en el corazón a quienes ya no pudieron llegar hasta este momento. Que su memoria siga viviendo entre todos los que la conocieron y que nunca olvidemos lo frágil y valiosa que es la vida. Descansa en paz, Abigail. Les pido por favor que nos pongamos de pie y guardemos un minuto de silencio en su honor. Gracias. Hoy no solo estamos celebrando una graduación, estamos celebrando todo lo que tuvimos que superar para llegar hasta aquí. Ser estudiante de psicología no es solo tomar clases, es aprender a pensar, a cuestionar, a entender el mundo y sobre todo entendernos a nosotros mismos. Y en este caso, este camino tiene un significado aún más profundo, porque quiero dedicar mi vida a la psicología, a comprender las emociones, el dolor, la mente humana y ayudar a otros a sanar. Pero para poder ayudar a otros, primero tuvimos que enfrentarnos a nuestras propias luchas. Hubo días en los que dudábamos de nosotros mismos, días en donde el cansancio, el estrés o la vida personal pasaban más que cualquier otra tarea. Días en los que sentimos que no podíamos más, pero aún así, aquí estamos. Y eso dice mucho de quiénes somos. Quiero recordarles que la vida no se acabó cuando no entendías alguna clase. La vida no se acabó cuando no pasaste ese examen. La vida no se acabó cuando te tomaste un tiempo de estudiar, cuando te quedaste un semestre atrás o cuando sentiste que no era suficiente para lo que decidiste estudiar. Y lo digo segura, porque hoy están aquí, cerrando esta temporada de su vida y demostrando que sí eran suficientes y que sí pudieron. Este logro no es solo un título, es prueba de nuestra resiliencia, de nuestras ganas de salir adelante y de que incluso cuando todo se siente difícil, seguimos avanzando. A nuestras familias, amigos y personas que nos apoyaron, gracias por creer en nosotros incluso cuando nosotros dudábamos. And I also want to say something in English, because living on the water has taught many of us that sometimes our stories are writing in two languages, but with the same heart. They say that your new life is going to cost you your old one. Sometimes taking that leap and stepping out of your comfort zone means saying goodbye to some relationships, friendships, or past desires in your life. We all want to be heard and to be seen, but do not stay somewhere just because it's comfortable. Take steps every day toward building a new comfort zone. Center around your dreams and all the things that motivate you. There are so many experiences waiting for you, people who are going to love you, and parts of yourself that you have yet to discover. I will never believe that success is only measured by your amount of failures. Success comes from the strength you have to keep going. Today, I wish you every happiness. And always remember, you can do anything anybody else can do, but only you can do it better. Y a nosotros, quiero que nunca olvidemos esto. Si pudimos llegar hasta aquí, podemos llegar mucho más lejos. Esto no es el final, es solo el comienzo. Porque algunos de nosotros seremos psicólogos, maestros, líderes. Pero más importante que cualquier título, seremos personas que entienden, que escuchan y que hacen una diferencia en el mundo. Hoy cerramos un capítulo, pero abrimos una historia mucho más grande. Y estoy segura de que lo mejor todavía está por venir. Para terminar, quiero dejarlo con unas palabras que nos dijo un gran cantante de nuestra época, Benito Antonio Martínez Ocasio, mejor conocido como Bad Bunny. Hay que empezar a preocuparnos menos y a disfrutar más, porque la vida va demasiado rápido, como este año que me lo llevo en el corazón para siempre. La vida es una fiesta que un día termina, y ustedes, compañeros, siempre serán mi vida inolvidable. Muchas gracias y felicidades, graduados.
Wonderful words of inspiration. It is my absolute honor and pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. She's a proud Pima Community College alumna, the Vice Chair of the PCC Governing Board. With an incredible career in public service, she is an unwavering champion of education and a true daughter of Nogales herself. Please welcome Carla Bernal Morales.
Muchas gracias, Maricruz. Muy buenas noches a todos. Good evening, everyone. Hold on a second. I don't have my glasses. I can't see anything. They're right there. Yo juraba que iba a leer. Se me olvidaba cuántos años tengo. Ok, empezamos de nuevo. Muy buenas tardes a todos. To the graduates, the families, the faculty, the staff, community leaders, and honored guests, thank you for allowing me to be part of this incredibly meaningful celebration. And most importantly, to the graduating class, congratulations. Muchas felicidades. Tonight is more than a ceremony. It's more than the caps and gowns. It's more than the diploma. Tonight represents the sacrifice. You heard Ms. Kimberly say it, you heard Narda say it. It's about the perseverance, the courage, and the possibility. Because every single person sitting before us tonight has a story. Some of you balance school while working full-time jobs. Some of you are parents. Some of you are the first in the family to graduate college. Some of you face financial hardship, self-doubt, loss, fear, uncertainty, or moments where quitting probably felt a little bit easier. And yet, here you are. That significantly matters. As someone who comes from this border community and understands the power of education can transform lives, I want you to know something that's very important for tonight. Never underestimate the extraordinary journey your life already is. Success is not reserved for people born in privilege. It's not reserved for people with the perfect circumstances, or it's certainly not reserved for people who never struggle. Sometimes success looks like simply refusing to give up. And tonight, every single one of you represents that kind of success. You know, sometimes people ask me, what is success like to you? And over time, I've realized something that's very important. Success is getting what you want, but fulfillment is different. Fulfillment is bringing what you've made to the people that you love and to the people that you've learned to love along the way. And that distinction matters. You can be successful without being fulfilled, and you can be fulfilled feeling completely successful. Because there are many times in your life where you will achieve impressive titles, great salaries, recognitions, and status, but can sometimes feel empty. Why? Because fulfillment is built through because fulfillment is not built through accomplishments alone. It's built through purpose, through service, through impact, through relationships, through lifting others while you climb. So tonight, yes, we celebrate your achievements. You've earned it. But also ask yourselves, what kind of human do I want to become? Not just what kind of job do I want to have, what title do I want to have, and what salary do I want to make, but what legacy do I want to leave behind? How do I want people to feel around me? And what difference do I want to make? What change do I want to make in this world? Because remember that your degrees may open doors, but it's going to be your character that will determine how far you go once those doors open. And I especially want to say this to the graduates tonight. Do not shrink yourself to make other people feel comfortable. Stand for whatever you believe in, even if you're the only one standing. That is not always easy. There will be moments in your life where speaking up costs you something. Moments where integrity feels very uncomfortable, and moments where doing the right thing may not be the popular thing. But your voice matters, your values matter, and your convictions matter. The world does not need more people who simply go along with everything. The world needs courageous people, thoughtful, compassionate people, people willing to lead with integrity, especially in times of uncertainty, especially in moments when it feels easier to be silent. And let me tell you something else that I've learned along the way. Confidence doesn't always mean you will not feel the fear. Confidence means that you will move forward anyway. Confidence will sound when you speak up, even when your voice is shaking. There is this idea that successful people somehow have life all figured out, that they're fearless and that they never fail. Well, that is simply not true. Every successful person that you admire has failed and has done so repeatedly. The difference is that they kept going. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. So graduates, do not fear failure, but please, I urge you, I beg you, be terrified of regret. Be terrified of looking back years from now and realizing you've never tried, that you allowed fear to make your decisions, that you stayed small when you were meant to be bigger. Take the chance, apply for that opportunity, start that business, move to a new city, speak up, lead, create, dream bigger. Because regret has a way of lingering far longer than the failure ever does. Failure teaches us, it sharpens us, and it builds resilience. But regret quietly asks, what if? And you deserve a life where you at least give your dreams a chance. Now, I also want to acknowledge that we can't do all of this alone, and none of you have done it alone. I want to take this moment to recognize all of the people in the room that represent that journey for us. The parents, the grandparents, the spouses, the children, the friends and mentors. This achievement belongs to all of you as well. Because behind every single one of these graduates here is usually someone who encouraged them when they wanted to quit, someone who sacrificed, someone who believed in them before they fully believed in themselves. And in communities like ours, communities along the border, education is never an individual sport. It becomes generational impact. When one person earns a degree, the entire family gains hope, the entire community moves forward, and entire futures begin to shift. And that, my friends, is powerful. And graduates, never forget where you came from. Remember, I said it last year and I'll say it again. Remember where you came from. We're Novalenses, and that means something. Never believe you must erase your roots. I love the way Narda put it earlier. We have two different languages, two different cultures, two different experiences. Your culture is not your limitation. Your bilingualism is not your weakness. Your lived experiences are not obstacles. They are your superpowers. This region, this border community, this beautiful, resilient place we call home has shaped leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs, educators, public servants, and change makers. And now it has shaped you. So as you move into your next chapter, I hope you carry 3 things with you. First, carry gratitude. Never become so focused on your next goal that you forget to appreciate how far you've already come. Second, carry courage. Life will test you. There will be setbacks. There will be disappointments and unexpected turns. But courage is not the absence of difficulty. It is a decision of keep moving forward despite that difficulty. And third, carry kindness. In a world that sometimes can feel divided, harsh, disconnected, kindness remains the most powerful. You never know what another person is carrying. You never know how one conversation, one opportunity, one moment of encouragement can change someone's life. So lead with compassion, with humility, and with purpose. Graduates, tonight you are walking across stage, but symbolically, you're also walking into possibility. The future is unwritten, and despite all of the challenges we've seen in the world today, I remain hopeful because I look at all of you and I see resilience, I see intelligence, I see determination, and I see heart. And I believe deeply that your generation has the ability to create that meaningful change. So dream boldly, lead courageously, love deeply, serve others, and never stop growing. And when life becomes difficult, because at some point we all know that it will, remember this moment. Remember that you've already overcome so many hard things. Remember that you are capable. Remember that you belong in every room that you walk into. And remember that your story is still unwritten. Class of 2026, muchas felicidades. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Muchas gracias y buenas noches.
What a wonderful example of a female leader in our community, a strong mujer. Will the graduating class of 2026 please stand up and make your way to the stage to receive your certificate of recognition. We will begin reading names, and you'll receive your certificate and then exit to the left.
Congratulations to all, and to all the parents. I know how it feels. It's just a wonderful, wonderful day for you. We're waiting for them. Narda Cristina Espinosa Córdoba, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Jasmine Bonillas Mendoza, Basic Business Certificate. Chelsea Carlicia Grijalva, Human Resources Certificate. Francisco Nicolás Carrillo, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Paola María Vizcarra Jiménez, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts.
Paulina Vizcarra, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Victoria Carrasco, Business Administration. Melissa Carolina Torres Ramos, Business Administration, Associate. Anthony Casas, Associate Business Administration. Ana Sofia Leon Barra, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts.
Arlette Morales, Health Professions Readiness Certificate. Samara Romero Quiroz, Associate of Arts, Social Services. Laura Patricia Durán Aguilar, Education Teacher Certification Programs. Mariana Urias, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts.
Vidna Michelle Portillo Castro, Associate of Administration of Justice, Applied Science. Jacqueline Armijo, Associate Business Administration. Luis Alberto Tapia, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Vanessa Yasmin Miranda, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Oh, Mario Morales, Associate General Studies. Lauren Manriquez, Associate Business Administration.
David Velázquez, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Luis Gerardo Medina, Business Administration. Merali Chavez, Associate Liberal Arts. Elizabeth Saavedra, Associate Early Childhood.
Daniela Barragán, Associate Business Administration. Heidi Bermudez, Associate of Liberal Arts. Heidi Yaril Torres Mendoza, Associate of Applied Science, Justice Professions. Daniela Córdoba Anaya, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Oh, Ali Fuentes, Associate of Liberal Arts.
Congratulations.
Oh, that was exciting. We have one more student speaker. Ellie is an incredible student. She is described by her advisor as kind, eternally curious, and insightful. There's no doubt she will do great things in her journey. A wonderful student. Please help me welcome to the stage Ellie Angeline Fuentes.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for my tardiness. My speech is short, but I put a lot of heart in it. A lot of you guys mean a lot to me, and I want to start with a psalm. I chose Philippians 4:12-13. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. For I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Today we're gathered here to celebrate our accomplishments. There might be people here who feel that obtaining an associate's degree is not as important or as serious as getting a master's or a doctorate. But let me tell you this. Every degree, no matter the type, requires discipline. It requires strength, and it requires a strong desire to pursue your dreams, to become the person who wants to change the future, who inspires others, and who knows there are still people out there who want to make a difference. I think a lot of us have experienced fear of the unknown, the uncertainty the future holds. And honestly, that makes sense. We aren't children anymore. We're young adults who are we aren't children anymore. We are young adults who have to take the wheel and discover life by ourselves. And that is scary. Many of us probably sat in front of our computers asking ourselves, is this really what I want to do with my life? And that is normal. It's okay to not be sure. It's okay to be scared in the midst of uncertainty. However, it is not okay to let that fear control you. To control your choices and to control your desires. Look at yourselves. You made it here despite that fear. Don't let it overshadow what you've actually accomplished. Rejoice in today's triumphs and let tomorrow worry about itself. Because you're here and that's what matters. Finally, for many of us, this moment carries even more weight. Some of us might be the first generation in our families to graduate college here in the US or ever. Be proud of that. Our families sacrificed a lot so that we could be here. So let's not take that or take them for granted. Congratulations, class of 2026.
What a wonderful time we've had today. Thank you so much for being here. Before we conclude tonight's festivities, I want to extend our deepest gratitude to the key partners who made this beautiful celebration possible. First, a huge thank you to Dr. Melissa Lunderville, as Santa Cruz Provisional College board member, for generously providing us this wonderful venue. We also extend our thanks to Carla Sosa, Rio Rico High School staff, and Randy Johnson, our Performing Arts Center technician. Thank you so much for all your help today. A special thank you to First Sergeant Brandon Moore and to Jimmy Navarro, Rio Rico High School Center Director and PCC Administration of Justice faculty for coordinating our outstanding color guard tonight. Your partnership is invaluable, and we are incredibly grateful for your support. I also want to recognize the driving force behind the scenes, our awesome PCC staff, Alexis Segurola. Where are you, Alexis? Yay! Jessica Frederick and Lourdes Rivera. And the incredible Santa Cruz Center staff led by Georgina Tavera, Belisa, Kiana, and Mayrel, who were at the front signing you guys in and helping you guys to your seats. Thank you so much. Thank you to our fabulous speakers. None of this would be possible without your seamless collaboration, coordination, help, and just love of our community. We also want to give a special shout out to our photographer, Manuel Ruiz, for capturing the joy, pride, and unforgettable moments of this evening. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. To the class of 2026, one final time, congratulations. This moment is not the finish line. It's just the beginning of your incredible journey. I saw this quote that I loved by an unknown author. I looked and I couldn't find who it was from. You are the greatest project you'll ever work on. Restart, reset, refocus as many times as you need. Just don't give up. Go out into the world and continue to make us proud. Thank you all for being part of this special night. Please travel safely, enjoy the light refreshments outside, cupcakes in the lobby, pictures with our wonderful backdrop, and we have props for you guys to have fun with. And here's to the amazing things our graduates will achieve. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Buenas noches.